Hello everybody. Have you ever had so many clothes on your closet you don't know what to do with it? If you throw it away, you'll be like polluting the environment. But if you like they sit there, there's not taking a lot of space. Well, Thredup will solve that problem for you. They will send you a bag, put in like all the clothes that you don't want to wear or don't want anymore, and send it to them. They will clean it and they list it for sale. So So they only list like the high-end brands and for sale, and then when they sell it, they will give you a cut of the revenue, and or like low-end brands like Abercrombie and Finch, or it's not very premium brand. I certainly say low-end, but not very premium like Walmart brands or Hanes or stuff like that. You will not get paid. They will not list it. They will just list it on the website for like $1 or $2. So that's Thredup. It's kind of like the good goodwill like online. So it's very popular. So that's the stuff we're gonna talk about today. Thredup. So when I IPO at $1.2 billion, I think at 1.2 billion or something like that, and then stock price dropped to like right now is at like $2 and something cent right now. So that it drops a lot. So like I think when IPO the first day it like stock price went up like 40%. So it looked like IPO at $20 something else around there. So it went up like 50%, like $14, and then went up 40% to $20 or something like that, and then right now it drops to 2%. Right now not 2%, $2. So please also like subscribe to the YouTube channel if possible, because now I will like try to post as often as possible of my portfolios daily and portfolios update. Okay, as not daily though. I don't know if I can do that daily, but as often as possible, so you can see which stock I am selling, which stock I am buying, which stock I am still holding. Okay, so because now I got 300 stocks in my portfolio, so I cannot make it every video like if I am selling a stock or buying a stock. So you can take a look at it, which stock I am buying, which stock I am selling. So please subscribe so you can see which stock I am selling, which stock I am buying. So right now the portfolio is like $98,000 because draw a lot, like all-time high is like 300,000. So it's very good to see. You can see like over time how my portfolio is performing and like stuff like that. So let's get on to the like Thredup Finance. We can look at the Thredup Finance right now. So they have like two business models, business revenue streams. First one is the product revenue. They like the product revenue like is not the one that you, or here's my I also own a position on the Thredup as well. So it's now up like 53%, but only putting like only got like $30 on this stock, so it's only up like $18. So that, and this goes on. Also not a financial advisor, so I don't recommend you to buy this stock, because if you buy it and drop money, and so if you lose money, I don't want it to be my fault or anything like that. So don't buy this stock because I'm talking about it. So I could be a scam or something like that. I don't know. I'm not, but I don't want to be labeled as that or pump it down and stuff like that. So please don't buy the stock. Do your own research. And I don't recommend you buying anything or selling anything. Nothing like that. I just give you my opinion on this stock right now. Okay, so like if you look at the I was talking like go back to the topic. I was talking about the revenue stream, two revenue stream. First revenue stream is when customer like send in their clothes for you to resell. They will clean it, hang it, take a picture, list it, and ship it as well. So that's the first revenue. Because to my surprise, the product revenue is like it's called consignment revenue. It's not very profitable. I was surprised how profitable it is. Right now they got that consignment revenue is like when you send a person like me, like average consumer, and sending the clothes they don't want to wear, is called consignment revenue for that part. And isn't that they got a gross margin of like 60-70%, so it's like 62%. Right now the gross margin went down. This because the labor cost is higher, and then inflation is making everything go up. And then second revenue is nice and software as a service. So it's like when a big clothing retailer like Abercrombie and Finch and and also like Francisco and all kind of. They also have Gap and Crocs, Adidas as a sign up as resale as a service software or product. I don't know if you like. I'm not 100% sure if I think they like a brand sign up and then when they buy a resale clothing of for example of their product from Thredup, but they have partnership with like Adidas. I don't know if it makes sense if Thredup ship the clothes or Adidas ship it. I think Thredup does everything for them. I'm not 100% sure. Please double check for me. But I think Thredup does everything. They have massive skill. Their biggest competitive advantage is that they can process 100,000 unique pieces of clothing one day. That is great advantage they have that nobody can achieve right now. I don't think anybody can achieve right now. It's small percentage of people can do that, processing clothing. So they have economy of scale. That's the biggest mode. Startup cannot compete because of economy of scale. When you reach economy of scale, they can cut down costs dramatically. So that's really really good. So for the resale as a service software, and then that portion of the business, I think they already have 40 brands signed up. So that's the product revenue. So for let's see, for resale as service. So yeah, recent quarter September 30, 2022. They did around consignment revenue that's consumer revenue that's like 41 million. Product, I think that's the resale and service side of the business, and 100% sure, please double check on that. So total revenue is 67.9 million, so running out 68. And cost of revenue that be like cost of revenue 23 million. So gross profit 44.4 million. So around 60% gross margin. So operation, product and technology is 38 million. Marketing is 14 million. So comparing this year to last year, 2022, 2021, and they cut the marketing a little bit from 16 million to 14 million. So service, product operation and technology 38 million. So compared to last year was 32 million. But last year's revenue was 63 million. This year is 67 million. So there isn't much of a growth. So maybe like 10% growth from this year, less than 10% growth from this year to last year. But the operation, product and technology cost went up like 10% as well. And then sales, general and administration. So that's like customer support service and like electric bill and everything stuff like that. I think that's included in the sales, general and administrative. I don't know how their accounting works, but mostly usually they include that. It's 15.2 million, but last year was 12 million. So like it look like as they scale up the general sales and administrative costs also went up as well. So for example, like 2020, and sales in general and administrative was 7 million, and they did 48 million in revenue. But 2022, 67 million, so about around 50% growth on like revenue, but their sales in general and administrative also grows 50% as well, from 7 million to 15 million, or 100% growth. Oh, so it grow a lot, because that's a big red flag that I kind of worry about, because that's right there. As you scale the like the headcount, so like support the as you like support the revenue growth, but as they scale the like sales in general and administrative, like operating expense also grow with even more. So that's really bad. I think that's kind of like a red flag right there. For example, like if you compare to Tesla, their sales and general and administrative expense did not grow much as their revenue took off, so they can be extremely profitable. But for Thredup, sales and general and administrative expense grow, and when the revenue grows, the sales and general administrative SG&A grow a lot as well. So both of them is growing tremendously. So that's a bad sign right there. So that's kind of one thing kind of worry about, because that's the reason I'm not betting big on this stock right now, because right there that it could like affect their profitability a lot. So each quarter they lost around like 20 million, 24 million last quarter. So Q3 they lost around $24 million dollars, but you look at that, they still have a lot of cash in their balance sheet, so the bankruptcy risk is pretty far away, but not it's not guaranteed they won't go bankrupt, but there's still a chance, but the percentage is pretty small. And cash equivalent is like they have like more than like 100 million in the bank, 120 million I think in the bank, so 20 million each, so they can probably last 1 year and 3 months if they keep losing money. But in my opinion, they should cut costs dramatically. So to like if the Fed keep raising interest rate, there's no guarantee that you can still raise money in this market. So the next year, so when the economy gets bad, there's no guarantee you can still raise money. So my opinion, there's a cut advertising expense, general sales, SG&A, and marketing, and like cut everything you can cut. Third party like Elon Musk, cut everything you can cut to save the money. Just be more efficient, be lean and efficient on everything you do. So that's how you like achieve massive profitability. And then like and then the CEO look like he's selling some stock in the company as well. He's not dumping it, but he's selling like couple hundred, 100,000, 60,000. I don't know what happened to my website that I used it to check to sell if the CEO is selling. It's not working today, but I remember checking it, but I see the CEO is selling his stock as well. So that's not really good sign. But the good thing is he's not dumping it, so that's good. But I think he need to sell to pay taxes, living expense, so stuff like that. Okay, so that's basically Thredup. So to summarize, they basically need to cut costs and figure out how to get that SG&A down, because when the revenue grows, SG&A grow within dramatically as well. So that's really bad. It's not they will not become profitable if SG&A keep growing with the revenue. So that's hard to get profitable. And one thing I really like about this company is their gross margin is extremely high at 60%, so that's really good to see. And then their economy of scale. I think this company is started like a long time ago. It's pretty let me check what year did they start it. 2009, so it's more than 10 years ago. So they're probably reaching economy of scale right now. So that's basically that. So yeah, that's basically in the video. So now I financial advisor, please do your own research, and then please subscribe if it's possible. My goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers, and I will try to post my portfolio update on that, my Robinhood portfolio. That's 98,000, and the goal is to reach $500,000 for this portfolio. So right now it's 98. So I will try to post it, and so now when you subscribe, when I release a video showing my whole portfolio, you can see that every stock I've been selling or buying, and like up to date, quickest update. If you want me to like post an update on certain stock, please leave a comment below as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next one.